All right, we are live. Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the TED Show. Yes, we normally do this at 11 o'clock, but stuff comes up, life comes up, and Cindy had some stuff to do. I'm super excited to have her here. Cindy DeCoster, cindyforthecouncil.com, Fierce Forward Mondays on the TED Show. Cindy, thanks for making it happen. This is such an important topic. How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic. Thank you so much, Ted.
Super excited to have you on. I love this topic. And of course, you know what? I get to say it. Maybe you can't, but I can. The election is 3 days away, May 6th. So anyway, we're going to talk about that. But this is a really cool topic. And I know it doesn't say it's streaming across there because I couldn't find it until 5 seconds ago. But it's definitely making an impact and influence on the voice. So the voices can be heard for women in this industry, something similar to that. So, welcome. How you doing? Yes, you already said fantastic. Yes, I'm trying to get my bearings here. It's okay. Listen, that's what fun about live TV. All right. Tell us a little bit about you for those people who don't understand why cindyforthecouncil.com is not only scrolling across the bottom, but it's also on your screen.
Yeah, sure. Thank you. I'm Cindy DeCoster. I am the slated candidate for the National Women's Council of Realtors 2022 National Treasurer. And as Ted mentioned, the convention actually starts tomorrow today for the NAR, the National Association of Realtors. Legislative meeting started today, and the PMN, the Performance Management Network class, starts tomorrow. That is in addition to the Women's Council convention, and then the full convention meetings start on Wednesday. Election day is Thursday, and I look so forward to continuing my service for the council as your elected national treasurer.
Yes, and listen, if you have a vote and you're part of Women's Council of Realtors, any of the networks, you can vote for Cindy if you are a voting member. So go to cindyforthecouncil.com if you want to learn more. And then you've got to participate if you want your voice heard, which we're going to talk about today, and you want to make an impact, then you want to have a leader that will do that with you. And Cindy's definitely that person. So, all right, let's talk about our topic. Our topic, right? So I'll let you take it because I love it when you create it because I know you've got a passion for it. So thank you for that.
I do. It embodies what the council stands for. So we have a mission statement in the Women's Council of Realtors that says we're a network of successful realtors advancing women as business leaders in the industry and the communities we serve. We hear that a lot. That's not celebrated. It's celebrated and heard often. But what I really want to talk about is the voice of women in the industry is actually our mission statement. Our vision statement, excuse me. And if we are going to be a stronger, more dynamic voice of women in the industry, experience matters. And you cannot influence somebody if you are sitting in the audience or on the sidelines. It requires you being at the table and having the conviction to speak your voice and have your voice heard, and not speak for you, but speak for the industry and the advancement of women in our industry. We're exciting. We are entering exciting times. So we have Leslie Rudis Smith is going to be our National Association of Realtor president in 2022. We're super excited about that. But here's the sad reality. She's only like the number 7th female president of a national organization that the majority are women. And
wow,
that's a problem. Don't you see that? We talk about inclusiveness and diversity and such, and yet something as paramount as female leadership we bring to the table, not just because we are women, but we are the majority of our real estate agents. And if we are not spending time developing you as an individual member, and you as an individual realtor, you as an individual women's council member, then we are failing. So let's fail forward and let's make a difference. Let's make our voice and our impact heard so that people see us show up by our actions so that they spend the time and are interested in hearing our voice.
Let's talk about the voice part, because I think that that's a word that's thrown around a lot. Give them a voice, and that it could be applied to any social thing that's going on right now. But what does that specifically mean to you as far as women? Is going to a meeting a voice? Is voting on things a voice? Is getting involved a voice? What do you think when you think of the word giving a voice or having a voice? What does that actually mean to you?
Wow, that is such it's a loaded statement.
Sorry. You know, this is
Because
what happens when Ted only has 5 seconds to figure out what he's going to talk about.
right, it's such a loaded question because it has multiple layers to it. Okay, so there's your voice as an individual. This is my thoughts, my experience, my opinion based on my experience, right? However, when you are the voice of women in the industry, you have to have a collective voice. You have to think not just about you, Ted, or you, Cindy, or you, general member. It is all members, the greater good, and creating the voice that when others are not strong enough to speak up. How many times do we hear, and I laugh because I hear it all the time, you have to go along to get along, right? We heard that, right?
Yep.
And yes, you know, go along in the sense of the greater good. Do you know what I mean? Once your voice is heard. So there's two different layers to that. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
So again, I think the voice of women in real estate is not Cindy's voice. It is not Ted's voice. It is the collective voice for the greater good. What are we passionate about? What are our major issues? RPAC is an incredible voice for home ownership. It is not for Orlando Regional Association or Osceola County Association. It is for the industry. It is for the home ownership of every G public out there buying and selling their homes. And so that's, the voice of RPAC is that
There
collective.
she is.
There she, sorry.
No, you're good. You're good. You're good.
That's the voice that we need to think about. We need to think about what is the greater good. Sure, everybody would, can't help but form their own opinion based on their own experience. But then you have to, as a leader, it is important that yes, we have our filter and we can't take that lens off, right? However, you have to size it into everybody's lens and then make a collective decision through collaboration and bringing that unified message forward. That's what being the voice of women in real estate's about.
So we had this question a while back, and I'm not sure if I asked it. It's because we've been doing the show for a while, but it came up again, and I wanted to hear your answer now that we're getting close. We're getting really close to the election. What does Women's Council of Realtors do for Cindy DeCoster?
Oh my gosh. One, again, loaded question.
Lots of stuff, and you've talked about it before, but I actually had people message me over the last couple of weeks, and I keep meaning to bring it up, and I keep forgetting, of course. But that has been a big question. Like, I think that people look at you and think, all right, leader, successful, running around crazy like we all are, but why Women's Council when there's, 100 other organizations out there? There's other things that you could be devoting your time to. And it's a time investment. This isn't something that is, you just kind of show up and then you hope for the best. This is something that you really want to get involved with. But why for you? Why is this so important to Cindy as a human?
Thank you for that question. I really love it because it goes back to the mission statement. We're a network of successful realtors. So when you're a transactional realtor, right? So we're buying and selling, helping people invest in real estate. That is addition. One person helping one family close one home equals one transaction. When you're dealing with the Women's Council of Realtors, it is a professional organization of collective, successful realtors working together using our collective experiences to advance women as business leaders, which again, if you are a realtor to a real estate brokerage owner, you the success of the industry is paramount, right? So advancing women as business leaders, you're a leader in your own transaction or you're a leader in your own company. Where are you going to lead? In the industry and the communities that we serve. It just speaks to the core of why I got into real estate. And when I joined the council, it was during the economic crash. And I was a successful realtor from the get-go, right? So I was blessed in that respect, that I plugged in. I take direction well. I'm a team player, so I know to follow my coaches, right? But when the economy crashed, nothing was working. And all of a sudden, it was like all the plays in our book did not work. So what do? Do you either roll up your cleats and you go home, or do you plug in and find a new game book, right? Well, I found that to be the council. The council was the new game book for me. They were sharing business ideas that helped catapult my business back to being a successful realtor again. And to me, that is why I got involved. It's not the ladies at lunch or, the knitting club and learning how to be social. And like, I don't have time for that. I needed and wanted business ideas that would change my business. And what it ended up doing was changing my life, because I was able to multiply, because your experience plus my experience, and the next person and the next person and the next person, it multiplied our effect and impact on our industry. And if you got better and you helped more families, and I got better and I helped more families, we are exponentially magnifying our effect in the industry. And that speaks to the mission statement. That is what we're about at the Women's Council. And I want to be part of the solution always. So, yes, I could fix my own career and I could stay and plug in and apply, or I could do that and shout it from the rooftops and make sure that I have the microphone in front of me at the table where decisions.
Which is exactly what you want. And Linda in Ocala, we love Linda. Hi, Linda.
Hello, Linda.
She says, I can't hear Cindy. And I'm like, this is the one day I can actually hear you really well. So turn up your volume, Linda. I love her. All right. So as we wrap up, we have Cindy for the council. There she goes. She just posted. Yay, Linda. As we wrap up, tell people where they can go to vote who are voting members. What is the easiest way for them to find it? Thanks, Linda. She figured it out. I adore her, and I'm trying to get her on the show. So let's. Yes. She's amazing. Where do people who can vote that are part of Women's Council, where do they actually go to place their vote?
Okay, great question. First, they needed to have already registered. So they will have, National will be sending out the links to be able to do that. But if you have not already, you can still join the council's meetings, and I highly encourage you to do that. So WCR.org, and it's the very first thing that comes up is the registration for the conference. So don't miss out. If you're not in a voting position, please don't let that deter you from getting involved and coming to these conventions. You are guaranteed to increase your business, increase your exposure, and increase your bottom line by hearing from professionals, successful professionals that will change your life and change your world. So I can't say it enough. Women's Council of Realtors catapulted my business out of Phoenixed my business out of the ashes of the downturn market of 07, 8, and 9. The more you get involved, the more you hear, the more people you network with, the more successful your business will be. And it will be a simple membership you will need to renew every year because it's that impactful to your business.
So as an affiliate of, are we allowed, is affiliate the right word? I'm a member of
Strategic
the,
partner.
I'm a strategic partner. It's old school, sorry. So
Old
as a
habits, I understand.
strategic partner, guess what? I want y'all to go out and vote for the slated candidates, the one and only Cindy DeCoster. When you vote for treasurer, go out and vote. You know how much of an impact she's made in all of our lives here in Florida and really around the country. Everybody knows who Cindy is, but she means it. She's passionate about it. This is my last opportunity to give a plug, so I'm going to give one. She is right. It changes your life, and Cindy is going to be part of that whole solution-based approach, which is what she's been talking about. And if you don't think she's going to do even more and bring more attention, positive attention and education and resources to all of us in the networks across the country, you have underestimated the power of what Cindy DeCoster can do. So I want you guys to go to cindyforthecouncil-to-learn-more.com, go to wcr.org, look at register so you can vote, call Cindy. Listen, she will pick up the phone. She's got an easy phone number.
Yeah.
We are so excited. We are all going to be waiting on May 6th, which is just a couple of days away. Thank you for all you do. Y'all get involved. This is a leader who wants to help you, and she wants to be part of the solution for you too. So go to cindyforthecouncil.com, go to wcr.org and register. We love all the love that they've been giving you, which Cindy will go back and respond to.
Thank you.
I'm excited for you. I can't wait for Thursday. It's coming. cindyforthecouncil.com. You guys get involved. This is somebody who loves the council, and let's let her provide those solutions we all want on a national, local level. So thank you. All right. Cindy DeCoster. Yay, we did it. All right.
Love you. Thank you.
Love you. Love you. All right. We'll be back, but please go to